There is a saying, action speaks louder than words. Vice President Constantino Chiwenga's recent bold remarks against corruption have steered debate across Zimbabwe. His scathing condemnation of those flaunting unexplained wealth, particularly individuals leveraging their proximity to power to secure multi-million-dollar government contracts without due process, has caught the attention of a weary nation. Sanapinda mashoko anodanyirwa panguva ine pamusoro mashoko anotaurwa najenerali vanhu vachiti if Chiwenga is genuine about fighting corruption, then we need action, not just words. Then subscribe or like or turn the bell icon. Tipina mnamo mudanyirwa muchinzi. At several high-profile events, including the Zimbabwe National Chamber of Commerce, ZVAITWA, Congress, and the launch of former senior civil servant Andres Rukobo's autobiography, Chiwenga did not mince his words. He went as far as referring to these corrupt figures as Rigananda, a shorthand for blood-sucking parasites, evoking a vivid and painful image of what these individuals represent to the suffering masses. In a political landscape where silence on elite corruption has been the norm, especially within the ruling ZANU-PF party, Chiwenga's stance was understandably welcomed by many Zimbabweans. For a nation ravaged by decades of economic plunder and mismanagement, where hospitals lack basic medication, roads are potholed and impassable, electricity blackouts last over 16 hours a day, and clean water is a luxury in many towns and cities, any high-ranking official speaking out against this road offers a glimmer of hope. This is Gananda. Men of hope have built empires through illegal tender processes, shared acquisition of state assets, and overpricing of government contracts. They have long evaded accountability. In fact, not only have they never been brought to justice, but some have been rewarded with powerful positions at national honors. That is why Chiwenga's words resonate so strongly with the general populace. They represent something rare, apparent, outrage from the very top against the parasitic corruption destroying the country. However, as much as these statements have been welcomed, they are not nearly enough. Zimbabwe does not need more words. We have heard it all before. Slogans, promises, threats, but with no real change. What this country desperately needs is action. Tangible, bold and effective action that yields measurable results. Chiwenga is not new to anti-corruption rhetoric. In fact, this script was first delivered in November 2017 during the military coup d'etat that ousted Robert Mugabe from power. Then serving as the commander of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, Chiwenga was the face behind Operation Restoring Us, which claimed its mission was to remove criminals around the president. Zimbabweans remember all too well the now iconic broadcast by the late Major General Sibusiso Moyo on ZBC, assuring the nation that the army's action were not a coup but a clean-up exercise. That message sparked hope. We believed that at long last Zimbabwe's long-standing cancer of corruption was being surgically removed, but instead of restoring any legacy or ridding the country of corruption, that followed was a handover of power to the then sacked Vice President mnangagwa, who had just fled to South Africa. Rather than ushering in a new era of accountability, the new administration seemed to perfect the very rot it claimed to oppose. Zimbabweans were betrayed. Ndomashwa nomuda panguva inoi panokonzi avo gari munyika yeZimbabwe vakabetraywa. Panguva inoi tinoona kuti vipi kusano Chiwenga vachiita makozi anti-corruption. People they are not demanding action. Achiti aiwa, these speeches taneta nawo chimboisai action timboona. Pinako mune section medu zimafunguro emo tikudipa pamusoro pechitiko ichi. So subscribe or like, chat on the bell.